Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We have the first CRL Eastern Qualifier here today. It is sure to be a very long day here at LVC, as long as the team is able to make a run. And already we are just getting into the first match. So it'll be LVC taking on Carthage in match number 1. This is a best of 3. So these matches will be a bit shorter. I believe it's top 16, if I read it correctly. Top 16 is when best of 5 starts, so that's a fair bit of time away. But I'm very excited to get into it. It's been a while since we've seen the CRL qualifiers for this team, obviously, as they only do it twice a semester at the start, and it's like 2 weeks in a row, and then there's just nothing. So I do want to look at the bracket here, but we are pretty much into the game, so we probably will not really have time to look at it. Actually, we do. We do have a quick second, so let's toss it over here real quick to the bracket. So, as you can see here, there's already a couple matches that have been started. I will real quick pull this up so you can see all of the updates going on there. And you see some familiar faces there if you have been around these parts a little bit. You'll see LVC at the bottom there taking on Carthage to start things out for the day. Then you'll have Arcadia against UWF. So we could have an Appalachian matchup here just 2 rounds into the CRL qualifiers. But for now, we'll have to leave that to the wayside. The players are in the game. The lobby is started. Let's get to it. I will change the names as well to make sure that this is all correct. We'll switch sides, update teams, and now we are ready to go. LVC taking on Carthage. It'll be Carthage with some, LVC with some early pressure, but Carthage now letting it go away. Again, this is a best of 3, so a lot less room for error. Good bump there from Frenchie, gives Bichette's time on the ball, tries to get it down. We'll have to go to Samus though, as he launches it downfield, has some space to work with. Gonna look for someone mid, no one home, but also cannot get to the ball fast enough. So LVC just taking the pace early. Bichette's though out of boost. Not gonna be able to take a shot there. It'll be Nairo on to Frenchie. The one-on-one will go his way. As we're again sent to a counter. Demo though onto Samus. Now Frenchie has to pick up. Has 0 boost in the tank. Gets a demo. Now looking for a bump onto the goalie, but Pixar is there. Samus with a 50. Frenchie, a bit of a tough touch. It goes right down to Bichette's. So it will end up working out, and that's going to be an own goal. Samus going to get credit for it. But really, that's going to get put in by by Nairo. 3:50 remaining, and LVC are going to go up in game number 1. Great start to the day for LVC. Again, these are all back-to-back rounds, so if LVC ends up making it to the finals of the qualifier, they will, of course, it'll be pretty late in the day at that point. It's scheduled for 4:45, but likely would be a bit later. But the bump there from Pixlar onto Bichette's gonna cause some rotational to be needed. 50 there, Samus now up, looking for the solo, does get it to the backboard, does get bumped out of the way, so it'll be up to Bichette's. Once again, launching into the backboard. Frenchie looking for the redirect, not there. Samus now has to charge back to net, does get there. And he's on the wall. Gets it past a couple. He may be able to get something here. Frenchie down to Bichette, passes there, shot is 2. 2-0, LVC looking to put Carthage away in game 1. Still 3 minutes left, but they are currently stacking on the points, and it looks very clean so far. Samus again going to be taking the kickoff here. Finally gets challenged by Pixlar. So far, we've just seen a pure pacing issue here from LVC. That own goal from Carthage gets them down early, and now they're struggling to even get any offensive pressure onto LVC. Seeing a couple touches towards the LVC half, but outside of that, it's really just been all LVC control. Sam is looking for the reset, not going to use it. Going to allow Bichettes to take this off the ceiling, looking for the pinch, but he's not going to get there in time. So again, Samus going to be on the attack. Frenchie tries to lob it up, gets demoed for it. Shot not going to go. It looked like it was a redirect attempt, but it's just going to launch to the backboard. And LVC again on the counter. Nairo on the wall, not much going to go. And now it's an open net. Samus in position, just no one rotating back to the net for Carthage. And that's going to cost them a goal. Samus and Bichettes, the only players in the vicinity of the net. And that'll be an LVC 3-0 lead. And it's looking like it'll be an LVC game 1. There is still a minute 50 remaining, but for now, we're seeing all LVC. There's not really much to speak of for Carthage. Just a couple of touches in the general vicinity of the LVC net, but outside of that, I mean, there's not really much to talk about. Samus just looking for a wild redirect. Pixlr almost having to put that one off a double into his own net. They're gonna at least get some control here. Flair has the reset, but it's in a really awkward spot, going a bit too fast for it. Pixlr tosses out to Nyram, who mishandles, and that's just gonna get sent to the corner. Another misplay from Carthage. As a shot finally going on board. Not gonna count though. It'll get saved. And here come LVC once more. Bichettes shot on target. Gonna hit the inside of the net though. Bounce out. 1 minute remaining. And LVC look very solid to start the day off. Off the corner. Here comes Bichettes and Frenchie. He gets poked away. Nyram's not gonna have any boost, so he's gonna have to back away. Samus gonna get the 50, and now the demo. Frenchie gonna look to take position. Pinches it out towards the net, towards the front of the net. It'll have to be Bichettes to toss it out though to center. And that'll be Samus looking to shoot, a bit slow. Again though, LVC playing so aggressive. We've seen this through activation. If you've been here the past couple of weeks, LVC's activation was very solid as well. They went 3-1, taking on a squad like Mizu and handling them decently. Seeing the player cams there. Players are certainly locked in despite the scoreline. 3-0. LVC looking to put a fourth on the board, but this is all LVC in game 1. That's going to hit the ground. LVC going to take game number 1. Now they're 1 game away from taking this series in a 2-0. You can see the stats there too. I mean, the demos are even, but the shots certainly are not. 5 from LVC and just 3 from Carthage, and realistically only one of them had a true chance of going in. 2 saves from the side of Carthage, not enough either, as LVC just roll through in game 1. Only 88 score there from Flair. Gonna need to step it up. We also saw he had a rough going of it in general in that game. If Carthage want to come back in this one, they're gonna need to make something happen. They're going to need to find a way to get through that LVC defense. And we'll see if they're able to do that here, as Nyram gonna take the kickoff towards the LVC half. Frenchie already there to respond, gets contested. Flair looking to up the pace, looking to make a difference this time around. Last game, he really wasn't much of a factor at all. Look at this pass from Frenchie up to Bichettes. The redirect isn't there. Bounces weirdly off the corner, but Samus is to clean up. LVC scoring early. Took him 2 minutes to get into the game last time. This time, basically off the start. Fantastic work from LVC off the passing play. Frenchie will get the assist and Samus will get the goal. As LVC looking to close this out quickly. As Frenchie just flies in for the floater. Sam is just going to bump the last player from Carthage out of the way. Frenchie has the open shot, and he's going to take it. Flair was flying back there, but he wasn't really in a position to get much of a save. So it'll be an LVC 2-0 lead, and they are just looking to stomp Carthage down to the losers bracket, which I will mention that as well. This is a double elimination bracket. The team that comes from losers is going to have to win 2 series, 2 best-of-5 series against the team from winners bracket in that final if they want to qualify for the CRL division, Eastern Division, in the fall of this semester. That's a long way away from now. Frenchie going to be looking to take another shot. It's going to be floating straight up. Can Samus get there? He does, but he won't get the double. Frenchie going to have to respond this time. Has a solo, has the net by himself, and he's just going to slowly walk that one in. Pixlr gets pushed out by Samus, and Nyram just a bit far away. Can't get off the wall fast enough to the center of the net. Frenchie just lightly letting that one go. LVC up 3-0 again, this time with 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. This one could get ugly real quick here, especially if demos like that keep coming in. Frenchie all the way in the blue half, getting a demo, just stuttering the attack, and you're seeing how effective it's been. Nyram trying to make something happen, but there's really not much to speak of. Bump there. Nyram gonna try to toss the ball out to Pixlr, but really nothing gonna go. Samus tosses it towards the net. Frenchie trying to get to the bump, but he doesn't. Samus all the way out to the wall. Now looking for Frenchie. Frenchie trying to get the demo. Doesn't get there. Now Frenchie's gonna get paid for it with a demo to him. Samus not in position quickly enough, maybe not expecting that to be flying at him either. And that pass for Pixlr is gonna get shot off the side of the crossbar. The one true chance Carthage really had there, and it's squandered to a missed shot. Here comes Samus down to Bichettes, almost gets it in. Frenchie gonna have to turn around on this one. Doesn't have much boost to work with, so he's just gonna lob it. Nyram gonna beat Samus. Now Flair looking to beat Bichettes, won't be able to. So Nyram gonna have to go for something a bit different. Frenchie looking for something, gets bumped by his teammate Samus. And now Samus has a chance to take that away, but Flair at least makes up for it. Pixlr shot on net, but Frenchie again there for the save. Carthage has not really had much at all going for them so far. We're seeing that again here. Frenchie off the wall from the pass, gets the reset, but doesn't need it. Samus almost taking that away from him. Bichettes on target. Nyram gonna have to make the save, and he does. Carthage being tested again in their own half. Can Flair make something happen? Can they at least get some momentum going into what I'm assuming will end up having to be a loser's bracket run, unless something wild happens. Pixlr not gonna get the touch there. Flair gonna get contested from Samus. Frenchie launches it downfield. The redirect not quite on target, but here comes Samus again. Demo gonna leave Nyram with the ball. Frenchie off wall, looking for something, and that's a huge bump, 4-0. Looking like it'll be a closer. Just some updates as LVC are looking to go into the second round with a lot of momentum. Looking at the second round, we're gonna have Fisher taking on University of Cincinnati Red. That is sure to be a good one. Cincinnati got a DQ win over Madison College, and also USC, University of South Carolina, getting a victory, a DQ victory over Widener Gold. A few app teams in this division, and alongside of that, a non-DQ victory for IU. I don't know if that's Indiana or if that's a different team. So they're only listed as IU, so I'm just going to take the assumption that they're Indiana, but they might not be. They ended up taking a victory over, I tapped out of it, apologies for that. They took a victory over NC State, so North Carolina State going to have to go down to the losers bracket as well. The IU will be taking on the winner of Florida Tech JV and GT Swarm, which I think GT is Georgia Tech. And that's all for the updates, at least for now, on that winners round one. As you're seeing here, LVC about to take the game as Flair gonna at least put one on the board for Carthage, but it's a bit too little, a bit too late. LVC gonna take this series in a 2-0 fashion. As there's only 21 seconds left, not really much time to speak of. LVC looking fantastic to start off the day, but again, it'll certainly be a long one as LVC will be awaiting the winner of Arcadia and UWF. We could see a very early Appalachian matchup as Flair may have another chance to put one in and almost misses it, but he will get the second. So with 6 seconds remaining, pending a disaster from LVC, they'll be taking the series. That one's gonna roll in at 16 miles per hour. As Frenchie just looking to send this downfield, and that will be all she wrote for this series. LVC gonna take it 2-0. And they're gonna move on into round 2, which that will also be a best of 3. I believe it starts at winners quarterfinals that we get best of 5s, that or it's winners semis. I think it's winners quarter though. As the ball will finally hit the ground, LVC will take the victory. Taking a quick look at the stats here. You're gonna see a lot of demos coming in from LVC. 7 in total in that game, and an even more, or actually equal amount of shots, as they also have 7 there. Fantastic work from the LVC squad to take home the first victory in their CRL bracket run here. They do have a lot to work for, though, if they want to have a chance at qualifying for CRL this semester. At the moment, though, let's take a look at the bracket real quick. As I talked about, a few updates there, just to get it fully on screen. As you can see, not a whole lot of action going on right now. Still just a bunch of teams looking to finish up their round matches. You can see in the losers bracket here, you have Widener Gold, Madison College, and NC State Black. But outside of that, still have the rest of the first round to be played. So there's still going to be a fair bit of time until we get ready to get into our next series against the winner of Arcadia and UWF. So we will be going to a quick little break until we are ready to get this match started. And we will just throw on a 10-minute timer, and we'll be back when we are ready to start the next series. Let's get to a break.
Here we go again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been confirmed LVC will be taking on Arcadia in an Appalachian matchup. I'm very excited to see this one, as I have seen this match so often. We are already into it though, as LVC will be taking on Arcadia for the winners round, for a spot in the winners round 3. And already it's getting started very quickly, as Arcadia looking to put shots on. Space Beer has already put 2 on target. Neither have converted though. Not Owl just gonna keep the pressure on as he 50s Bichette, bumps one out of the way. Samus gonna have to be careful here. Gets a 50 with Space Beer, and somehow it's been sent away from the LVC net. Look at the pace from Arcadia. They are coming out for blood. Reset from Space Beer, not gonna get to the ball though. Knight tries to get something. Space Beer looking for a redirect. Bichette is there. And LVC now looking to settle it down a little bit here. Try to get it towards the Arcadia half, but not quite. Frenchie gonna leave that up for Samus. Off the backboard, anyone there? No, Bichette is here. Shot is on and in. LVC, first goal of the series. Bichette off the pass on the backboard from Samus. Perfectly placed, and Arcadia are down early. LVC with a great attacking effort last round against Carthage. They're looking to put up similar numbers here, as they've already started up 1-0. Space Beer shot on, a rocket shot, but Samus with a fantastic save. Now Bichette's looking to get something, but that's a massive 50 from Not Owl. Space Beer cannot make up the distance though. They'll have to go through a different avenue. Samus is trying to contest Knight, not going to, so Frenchie just gonna take this one out. The bumps are coming through though. Leaves it to Bichette, tries to get it downfield. Space Beer now with a pass up to Not Owl. Samus again playing very strong defensively right now. As a demo comes in from Frenchie, Space Beer trying to just keep this one away from Frenchie, as he does just that. Bichette's with the pass out though. And LVC again on the attack, keeping control of the ball. They managed to keep control of the possession. They're really gonna have a great time in this match. Arcadia very heavy on possession, a time of possession. I remember casting this team. It's a bit of a different roster, but for the most part it was the same. I remember casting this roster at the Appalachian Conference LAN, and Arcadia controlled time of possession so heavily that other teams that they played just could not score against them. And that's really what gave them the victory there. And that's what will likely give them a victory here against LVC. But they're gonna have to, that's a 50 into the net. Samus getting one there for LVC, now 2-0. 69 miles an hour, that is just fantastic. In fact, pretty nice, as some would say. And Samus putting it at a 2-0 scoreline. Great work from LVC so far in this game. They haven't had the ball a ton, but they haven't needed to have the ball a ton either, as they have just been taking the possessions that they do get very, very well. And very efficient with their shooting, as this may just be another one on target. Not quite. Knight would not have been able to get back, but Space Beer was there. Chet's going to take it out to the corner with 2 minutes remaining. Arcadia needs to get one on the board, and that may just be it. And it is top left corner. Knight perfectly placed. Bichette's trying to get this one to the wall and just going to get away from him. The demo from Not Owl going to be the difference there. That demo doesn't come in, that's likely not a goal. LVC though, still going to be fighting. Bichette off the backboard looking for a double. Not Owl will meet him at it. Space Beer gets it past one. Not gonna get it past Frenchie, as he's gonna get a 50 on a Knight. Now Space Beer looking for some space, not gonna find it, but Not Owl may just be able to rush to the corner. He doesn't have boost, so he's gotta be careful where he positions himself. He's still pretty low. Space Beer tries to fake, ends up faking himself out too. Not Owl in the corner, out mid, trying to get a 50 to his teammate. Knight gonna go for a redirect. Frenchie will again meet him. This Arcadia team relying a bit too heavily right now on the redirects off these just kind of errant passes. It's not really gonna keep working if that's your game plan. And even despite having the ball for such a long time, they've really not made much of it, as LVC's defense has just been stacked so far. Not out. Gonna get it past Frenchie. Bichette's now dives at the third. This is a bit scary for LVC, but for now they do get back. Now Frenchie trying to get it downfield. He does. Space Beer, does he get the redirect to the LVC corner? He does. As the wave dash comes in. That was the worst angle to see a wave dash at. Pass out mid, not gonna get there. And the demo comes in from not out, but Samus also gonna get demoed. Gonna spawn up, hand the ball to Knight. Bump onto Samus, so the rotation back is gonna be a bit slow. LVC though, get there. Bichette's beating out Not Owl, and that's gonna be a goal. That'll roll on in. The cushion is back for LVC. And that's what you want to see from Lebanon Valley. You want to see them capitalizing on these small mistakes from Arcadia. That is how they're going to take these matches. Capitalizing on the small mistakes is where LVC is thriving right now. As a demo comes in onto Space Beer, now Frenchie can just stall for time. He can actually redirect this one towards the net too, just to see if he can put insult to injury, but certainly it'll be an LVC victory here, as they're just taking as much time away from Arcadia as they can. And that will be game number 1 to LVC. That is a massive victory for LVC. Now 1 away from taking this series against Arcadia. Taking a look at the stats here, you're going to see a lot of action from every player on LVC, as they just put on a show when they had the ball. And LVC certainly looking to move on in, or move on in game number 2, just close this series out and take this away from Arcadia, send them down to the losers bracket. Samus gonna be the one on the ball early, and look at this, he has a free play, he has a free shot, he's gonna have to hit it to Frenchie, but Frenchie will give it back for the goal. Someone was scoring there from LVC, it was just up to who at that point. A bit sketchy, but regardless, it'll still work its way in. Great work from LVC, as they are looking to put down Arcadia. Space Beer on ball, not gonna get much out of it. Not Owl launching it towards the net, and that's gonna be a goal. That's gonna be an equalizer. Just rough rotations from LVC there. Space Beer gets the ball poked away from him, but it lands right to Not Owl. There's not much you can do there if you're LVC. Frenchie just a bit far forward to get that one into his car. Demo comes in though, gives Frenchie some possession, but it'll end up going to Not Owl. Frenchie at least gonna keep it away from Knight. Space Beer gonna go for a solo play. He might make it, not quite. Not Owl though puts it on target, and that will be a goal. See Frenchie there, a bit frustrated with that one. Had the ability to save it, but not quite there. So it'll be Arcadia taking the first lead of the series. Comes LVC again though. Bichette looking for a solo. Tries to get for the double off the ceiling. Not gonna go. Knight down to Samus. Samus looking for something. Frenchie though is doubled. Is Bichette's back? And he is. Good play from Bichette to keep that away from the net. Demo comes in from Not Owl onto Bichette's though. The ball is in his half. He's got to get back. Frenchie with 0 boost, gonna leave it for Bichette, trying to get this mid boost, and he does get there. So that's gonna leave Knight with 0. As Samus gets a great 50, Knight though makes up for the space. And now Bichette has a chance to get this one out. Off the ceiling again from Bichette, not gonna get there. Out of boost 2. So Samus will have to just be very careful. Now gonna go for a solo, gets over Space Beer, looking for a 50 with Knight. Gonna go Knight's way here. Frenchie just gonna have to make a play off the ceiling, delays it. Now LVC are back on the attack. Looking a bit technically sound here from LVC. at the moment. They're rotating fairly well, but they're going to need more than rotations to take down Arcadia. We saw it worked in game 1, and we're seeing them go for a similar thing in game 2. Not Owl gets a demo into the player in net. Not going to lead to anything right now. LVC managing to get it downfield, but for how long? And it doesn't look like very. Knight with a shot, pass from Space Beer is clean. Not going to be enough to put one on, to put a second goal in, put a third goal in, get that 2-goal insurance. Samus now off the ceiling himself, looks for it, gets the shot down, but just barely getting saved from Not Owl. A fantastic shot from Samus, gets denied. Now Space Beer looking to make his way around, not there, but he gets the pinch off the wall towards the net. That's actually a shot on. You can see Space Beer going for the chain dashes once again. Frenchie all the way downfield. Not Owl, not able to really control it for much. Bichette's with a shot on, or sorry, Samus with a shot on target. Not gonna go. Bichette's trying to get it down, not able to. 1:50 remaining. LVC still down by 1, but they are knocking on the door. Frenchie again, looking for the backboard. Does at least get the read from Not Owl's touch. Again though, here comes Not Owl. Now Knight, nothing on. Frenchie booms it downfield. Space Beer does just get a nice touch off the backboard. Bichette fakes out one. Here comes Knight though. Manages to take it away from Bichette. Samus clearing that out. Frenchie with the help. No boost for Samus. He's got to play a one-on-one with Space Beer. Now a one-on-two, including Knight. Out mid, here's Bichette off the backboard. Does he get the double? He does! A fantastic double, very clean from Bichette. Gets the equalizer in game number 2. Knight not able to get up top fast enough, and Bichette will take advantage. The capitalizing LVC has been able to do has been fantastic. Can LVC put on another? Bichette's not able to get the angle for the shot. 50 seconds remaining. Pinch gonna go towards Space Beer and he almost gets a boom there. Bichette's trying to read it off the ceiling, not really there. Samus though, bump from Bichette, a fantastic bump from Bichette. The awareness, gonna let Samus roll that one in. A great play from LVC. Space Beer gets bumped out of the way just in the nick of time. 3-2. Now Knight looking to equalize once again. Has the reset, gonna use it, but it's off target. Here comes Space Beer, gets blocked. Fantastic save there from Samus, just barely getting that one out. Although Arcadia are still on the attack, 30 seconds remain, so there's still time for Arcadia to at least attempt to force an OT. And a shot again comes on, not there. Space Beer now on the attack once more. Who's there with him though? It's going to be Knight. Puts it out mid, Not Owl with a shot, but LVC sent that away. No one from Arcadia near the ball. Gonna have one more shot if you're Arcadia. As now the ball cannot touch the ground. Shot on target, and it goes through! Overtime in game number 2, 3-3 at the last second, at the death of the clock. Trying to save the 50. Samus not gonna be able to do enough. Now we head to OT. Frenchie lobbing it up, but Not Owl is the only player there. Arcadia now with the first attempt of the OT, not gonna get anything out of it, at least yet. 0 boost for Space Beer. Now he's gonna be back. He's gonna have to do a lot of work here, and he's doing it decently well. That's a back touch. Bichette, can he capitalize? He does! And LVC take down Arcadia 2-0. It'll be an OT in game 2 to close it out. And the Appalachian matchup will go LVC's direction. Fantastic work from LVC to close out the series there. Taking a look at the stats here. You can see 10 total shots from LVC, 11 from Arcadia, and it was a grind of a match. But ultimately, it'll go the way of LVC, and they will take another 2-0, move on to that winners round 3, as they will take on the winner of Harrisburg University and Mount Aloysius. That is a very interesting matchup right before. Let's take a cut to the bracket. I meant to hit transition there, and I didn't. Let's take a cut to the bracket. You can see Northern Illinois already in the winners quarterfinal, which I believe that's where the best of 5 start. It's top 16, so I'll do the math later, and we'll figure that out as we get into the match. But either this next match is best of 3, and then it's best of 5, or it's this match is best of 5, and it'll be best of 5 onward. But we'll figure that out later. We have a little bit of time left now as we wait for the winner of Mount Aloysius and Harrisburg University. So we're again just going to toss it to a quick little break as we get ready to gear up for the next series. LVC taking on the winner of Mount Aloysius and Harrisburg University. Let's get to
cross my heart, hope to die. Just tell me what's on your mind. You say don't, how high? You need love, I'm by your side. I need your love, you're my favorite drug. I'm not giving up, you're my favorite drug. And I need your love, you're my favorite drug. I'm not giving up, I want all of your love. You're my favorite drug. I want all of your love. You're my favorite drug. I want all of your love. You're my favorite drug. I want all of your love. You're my favorite drug. I'm by your side. I need your love. You're my favorite drug. I'm not giving up. You're my favorite drug. And I need your love. You're my favorite drug. I'm not giving up. I want all of your love. You're my favorite drug. I want all of your love. You're my favorite drug. I want all of your love. You're my favorite drug. Can you see me breathing? Standing here without you, and I can see it's midnight. I cannot live without you. I'm terrified to see you, hiding in the darkness. I've been feeling restless. Too close, too much, too far gone. I'm yours, you're mine, too far gone. I'm bleeding too far gone. I've been seeing too far gone. I'm screaming too far gone. Can you see me breathing? Standing here without you. And I can see it's midnight. I cannot live without you. I'm terrified to see you. Hiding in the darkness. Colder when it's twilight. And I've been feeling restless. Too close, too much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it will be Harrisburg University that LVC will be taking on in the winners quarterfinal. This is sure to be a good one. I don't know a whole lot about this Harrisburg University roster, so I'm curious to see how they perform and who they have as we just get set up here in the winners quarterfinal. I was informed this will be a best of 3, so I believe the next round then is best of 5. And let's just real quick take another updated look at the bracket while we await getting into this match here. Let's transition on over. As you can see at the bottom here, you have LVC taking a 2-0 over Arcadia and Carthage in the first 2 rounds of the bracket to move to play Harrisburg University, which Harrisburg University also perfect map count right now. 2-0 over UNC Charlotte and Mount Aloysius to take on LVC here. On the other side, we have another quarterfinal match up, and that is Fisher against Northern Illinois, as Fisher took down UC, that's University of Cincinnati, if you're unfamiliar, 2-0. And now we are ready to get into the game. The players are just getting into the lobby now, so we will be starting in just a quick second here. Looking at some of the other matchups, there are some interesting ones going on, but for now that does not matter. We are into the game as LVC are looking to make a statement here against Harrisburg University. Bichette's with some bumps onto Coral, and that is some huge bumps. He was being a major nuisance there. Samus gonna bump next out of the way. Mincy gonna be waiting for the pass, not gonna get there. The pace of this Harrisburg squad, they are looking for blood right now. They are flying around the field. Bichette's gonna take that one out to the corner. They just look so much faster than any team I've seen play against this LVC squad. And Corel gonna put it on for Harrisburg University to start things off. Very quick work there from Harrisburg to get something going. And also a nice little interstate rivalry here. Harrisburg just 30 minutes up the street here from LVC. So 2 schools that are essentially from the exact same area. Not exact same, but pretty similar areas. Always a nice little one to have. Of course, Harrisburg, though, the more heavily recruiting school for esports, at least from what my knowledge of the scene around. But getting back into the game here, Samus looking to make some pressure for LVC, and they're trying to keep up with this Harrisburg roster, and they're doing a decent job of it off the backboard. Someone needs to capitalize, but not quite. Just not the positioning that LVC would have liked there. And they, right now, Samus is boost starved. He's only at 1 boost. The redirect almost from Corel, again putting Harrisburg on the board for a second, but it'll actually be LVC looking to counter. The pace of this game has just been increased by a mile from the Arcadia series to this one. LVC looking to try to put their first on the board, and Frenchie's going to do just that. Now a draw here for LVC and Harrisburg, as Frenchie just barely squeaks that one in. This is a great one for LVC. They're going to have a tough time with this Harrisburg squad, but they certainly can do it if they play their cards right. Bichette's just looking for a teammate out towards the wall. Samus doing a good job of contesting. Frenchie going to take that one away from him. And now Samus going to shoot off the crossbar, though. That's going to be one Samus wants back. But as I'm saying that, Bichette gets a demo and puts it off the top backboard, but no one home yet for LVC. They're now starting to find some control in this game, as Coral almost gets poked away by Frenchie into his own net. Samus now off the ceiling, zero boost, flips into it, almost puts that top left. That would have been a disgusting shot from Samus, but now it's Coral off the reset, not going to get much out of it. Mincy has been a bit quiet, gets it poked away, shot, passed down, but Bichette's shot is blocked. Harrisburg's defense has been fantastic so far, but can they continue to hold the LVC onslaught? And so far, yes. The passes are there, but the shots are not. As Harrisburg's defense standing tall. And now Mincy gets it down to Coral, and he's just looking for a bump. Not going to get it, though. The third from Harrisburg, not getting a lot of action just yet. Frenchie down to Bichette. Down to Samus. Bump is there. Can someone contest Mincy? It'll be Bichette to try, but he's not going to get there. Frenchie sends it away. Bichette's going to be able to get this down to his teammates, too. Now he's going to have to come off the wall, though, for a save. Samus just barely getting it out with the second touch as well. Somehow, Harrisburg have not been able to put a second goal in. Fantastic defensive work from LVC. Can they get a counter? As it gets sent downfield, Nex gonna have to take this one by himself. He's gonna look for it off the, actually just gonna look for it directly in, and he's not gonna get to it. Shot's gonna be saved by Frenchie. Bichette's not gonna get there off the wall. Shot on target, just a bit high. Bichette's with zero in net. He's got to be careful as Coral coming for the bump. Bichette's going to whiff. No one there from Harrisburg, though, so he's going to be safe. Those have to be kept to a minimum if LVC want to take this over Harrisburg. But now a pass up to Mincy. Shot on target, and that's a missile from center field. Mincy finally getting something going. Harrisburg take a 1-goal lead. Frenchie not fast enough out of the net. Here comes LVC, though. Frenchie with a one-on-one, not going to get it there. Coral now looking to put a second on the board. Here comes Frenchie, though, again. Trying to get it out to Samus. Not going to get there in time. No boost from any LVC players. Samus finally grabbing a 100 pad. It's a bit scary. You have to be careful if you're LVC. You don't have much to work with. Frenchie gonna get there. Managed to get the 50. Gonna go down to Samus. But next, once again, just keeping it in that LVC half. They need to get something here if they want to take this to OT and if they want to take this game. But so far, it's not looking like it, as Harrisburg are putting up a fantastic fight over LVC. Coral just trying to waste time. And it looks like we're going to have a Harrisburg victory in game one, unless if LVC can get something before the ball hits the ground. Nex tries to get something out of that. Ball is still in the air, but Sheds tries to get something and he doesn't. So that'll be a Harrisburg victory in game number one. You can see even Coral, the fall champion of CRL in 2021. Just an offensive onslaught from Harrisburg. The pace is there from Harrisburg University. And they looked great in that game. Although LVC making it competitive, looking to make a statement here against Harrisburg. They're going to need a bigger effort if they want to do that. Now they're going to need to force a game 3. They've dropped their first map of the day. As Corral trying to put another one on board already. Not quite going to go. Samus going to carry it out. Demo from Mincy onto Samus. 2-on-3 for LVC right now. So they're going to have to rotate out of this once again. Corral trying to get something. He's been the man for Harrisburg University so far today in this matchup. May even be that today, but obviously I haven't really had the time to watch those matches. And look at that, a goal from Mincy. A bit of an error from LVC. Frenchie trying to get back. Takes a bit too much time. Bichette tries to get that back to Frenchie and just a bit slow. So Mincy able to capitalize, and that's an early one for Harrisburg. Demo comes in as Frenchie gets it down to Samus. Trying to control it, but he doesn't really have the time to. Now here comes a possible shot from Corral. Gonna actually just leave it for Nex. Now leaving it for Mincy. Shot gonna go a bit wide. Nex now looking to put the pressure on. Nothing there. As Corral again coming forward. Not around though. Frenchie getting it down to Bichette. Mincy actually capitalizing, almost able to take that into the LVC net. Not quite though. Samus tries to get a bump down. Not gonna go. Bichette's off the ceiling. She's gonna take it to the corner. Still a 1-0 game. LVC though need to start finding some offensive presence. They were able to do that in game 1, but so far here in game 2, it has been pretty much non-existent. It's been Harrisburg from the jump. Frenchie trying to control, and that's not going to go. Now Corral out mid. Bichette's, though, at least in position to take it away. Nex just trying to make his presence known. Trying to lurk on that one. Corral with a fantastic read off the ceiling. Can anyone get there? No. Nex going to put the second. And Harrisburg going to go up 2-0. A great read there from Corral. Going to give Harrisburg the goal that they wanted. As LVC now on the back foot, they're going to need a flurry here if they want a chance in this game. And look at that, that's a whiff. You cannot have that happen. Corral gonna put his second, or his first on the board in this game. And he didn't really do a whole lot there. That's just a pure whiff. You don't like to see that. And now it's just running away with it from Harrisburg. What was a close game 1 is ending out to be not so close of a game 2 at the moment. Not the type of thing you like to see from Lebanon Valley. They need to get something on the board. They still have 2 minutes left, but they got to start putting numbers on the board now if they want a chance in this game. And they don't want to get swept here by Harrisburg. Again, this is a very tough Harrisburg squad. I didn't get to see the rankings that came out. I don't know if they're on there or not. As Mincy puts on a 4th. This is certainly looking like it's going to be all Harrisburg as they just keep piling it on. 4-0. Slamming the door shut on any potential comeback from LVC, barring any disasters from the side of Harrisburg. As Bichette has an open net, there's no one back, so at least LVC getting 1 on the board. So there is a chance LVC can do something here, but it is going to have to come off the back of an insane comeback. It's not over yet. Never say die. But you got a long road if you are LVC in this one. Bichette again able to launch it downfield. Mincy here to pick it up. take it back to the backboard, carry it across through the air. That's a good 50. Bichette's back towards his net. It's been just piling on. Bichette's has been having a tough series, or at least not even series. That's like game 2. It's been a bit of a rough one. 5 now for Harrisburg, and that may very well kill any thought of a comeback here. A minute 27 remaining. Just nothing going their way. As Harrisburg just continuing to slam the door on LVC. Bichette's though with a shot on net, and that's open again. Bichette's gonna make up and get one back. It's been a fairly weird game. It feels like there's been a lot of just open nets somehow. I guess with the pace of this game, it's just been so fast that sometimes just one little poke out of the ball gonna give a bit of an issue to either team on the defensive half. Samus does get there. Just pops it up for Frenchie. I believe he gets bumped there. Still managed to get a touch while floating in the air, but not really anyone back for LVC. Bichette's making up for it. Somehow does manage to get his way back there. Samus now is trying to get through. Frenchie, though, has 0 boost. He gets demoed, too. And a double demo from Corral. Doesn't want LVC to have a single chance on offense. That's not going to be answered just yet. And a shot rings in again, but not going to go. The wave dash coming in. And Mincy making sure no one can be close on the net, on the goal line. 30 seconds left, and it's looking like a Harrisburg 2-0. As Bichette's tossing it up. Next, just going to keep carrying it out. They may look to put a 6th on the board here. And with just 7 seconds left and counting, Harrisburg going to take this series in a 2-0 fashion. A close game 1 and a not so close game 2. Harrisburg looking to put a 6th on, and that is a fantastic redirect from Next, but it will hit the ground, and Harrisburg going to take the game. As you can see the scoreboard here, Harrisburg just playing an absurd pace that gives them the victory here over LVC in this series. LVC will now move on to the losers bracket, where they will take on, I believe, they have a little bit of time. It's supposed to start at 1:40, but let's real quick transition to the bracket here and show you where they will be at. If you follow my cursor here, you'll see that their match was listed as AA for the matchup, and they will take on the winner of the match previous in losers round 3, but there's a fair amount of time before that even goes down. So we will have a fair bit of a break here, about 30 to 40 minutes of a break before LVC has their next matchup. So we're going to toss it to a quick break as Harrisburg goes on to play the winner of Nicholas and GT Swarm. I think Nicholas College will be taking that one, but of course those are predictions, and predictions might not always be correct. So we will take over into a quick break. I say quick, but it will not be quick. It'll be probably 20 to 30 minutes. So if you want, go out, grab some lunch, come back, and we'll still be here waiting for the winner of losers round 3, as LVC will be in losers round 4. We'll toss it to a 30-minute break, and we'll be back when LVC is ready to take on their next match in losers round 4.
Soak me in your water, drown me in your sea. Throw me out your love line, floating ecstasy. Back to where we started, show me where you've been. Tend to you, my garden, plant you with the seeds. You keep me running back, running back, running back now, running back, running back, running back
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. We are not quite ready to get things kicked off just yet for losers round 4, but I figured I'd come on, talk a little bit as we are getting pretty close to this series being ready. It's been the Alvernia and CMU. Also, real quick about this Alvernia roster, this is not their main team, this is their JV team, but it is essentially the same squad that we have seen LVC play a few times. So that should be a really interesting matchup if Alvernia ends up winning. They're taking on CMU Gold. I'm not sure which CMU that is. I've seen like 8 different CMUs, so I don't know which one that is. But it is, in fact, a school named CMU, whoever that ends up being. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the bracket as a whole because I think it's very interesting to kind of go over this entire bracket. So let's just take a look up here at the top part of the bracket real quick. As you can see, Nicholas and Harrisburg University, the team that LVC had lost to in winners quarterfinals, is at 30 minutes for a single series, which is, even though I believe that's best of 5, that's still a very long time. So I'm pretty interested to see what that game ends up being and what the score of that one ends up coming out to. And on the other side, the winner of Nicholas and Harrisburg will take on Fisher or Siena Heights University. And Siena Heights always has a fantastic team, so it's really it'll be interesting to see that squad or which squad there goes out. But obviously that's a bit from now. And as you can see at the bottom, actually another losers round 4 match has just been pinged up. That is Seton Hall Mount Aloysius, who took down Arcadia 2-1. Arcadia out of the qualifier here, and on the other 2 matches that are still left in losers round 3. Currently, Northern Illinois awaiting the winner of IU and Auburn Orange, and LVC awaiting the winner of Alvernia University JV and CMU Gold. But you can even see Georgia Tech and UC, University of Cincinnati Red, are already playing, and the winner of that game will play the winner of LVC and whoever they end up playing from losers round 3. Not many outliers here right now. I mean, Fisher, a team you'd really expect to be at the top of the bracket here, and Nicholas Harrisburg, another set of teams you really expect to be at this position as well. That winners final is going to be a fantastic matchup, though, regardless of who comes out of these winners semifinals. That winners final is going to be a very fun matchup to watch. And down here in losers, there's even some good matchups. The possibility of LVC Alvernia and even Mount Aloysius and Seton Hall, 2 very decent teams I've watched a few games of before. So we will see what goes down there. But as I said, we are still waiting the winner of Alvernia and CMU Gold. So what we're going to do is we're going to put another 5 minutes on the clock, and by then it should be done, hopefully. So we will get back to you guys when we are ready to start the next round with LVC taking on the winner of Alvernia and CMU Gold. We will be back. All right, we are finally back. We are finally getting another series. It will be LVC taking on Alvernia in losers round 4. Loser will be out of the qualifier. Winner will go on to play either University of Cincinnati Red or Georgia Tech Swarm. I don't know if those are main teams. I think both of those are their main teams, but I could be wrong there. And Alvernia, this Alvernia team is basically the same as what it was last year, but this is their now second team. They did get a few recruits in. I do know before Josh, their former director, left, he ended up grabbing a few recruits before he headed out the door to UT Dallas. So they are they have improved their roster from last year, and that's always good to see, especially for the local schools. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to see LVC take on Alvernia and see who is the better team. But we do have a couple minutes here before. But we are here ready to get into it as LVC and Alvernia are in the lobby. So we can get things started pretty much immediately here. Very excited to get into it. I always love watching these teams play. As we are into the game. And look at that off kickoff. It's almost a goal for LVC. As I do need to change the names real quick, but there it is. LVC just immediately slamming one home. That's going to be Frenchie. As there you go. Now the teams are updated properly. Look at how quickly they made that work of Alvernia. Apologies for the cameras being a bit blurry there. That was probably because I just switched it in the middle of that, so you don't have to worry about it. It'll probably be fixed in the next goal or when we hit 30 seconds. But anyways, into the game. Samus off the backboard. Val gonna at least get that one away. But Bichettes is the third, and he has possession. Taking a 50 there. As Frenchie just backs on away. He's gonna be flying towards this one though. He's gonna try and dunk it onto Bub. Not quite though. Gonna have to come through a different way, a different avenue. It's Bichettes. He's going to keep the pressure on. Here comes Frenchie once more. Wants his second goal. He already has 3 shots, and we're barely even a minute into this game. And he has been looking fantastic already. Samus trying to get something there. Not really able to. He's going to have to back away. Bichettes takes the 50 down to Frenchie. He's going to be able to toss it back up to Bichettes in the corner. And LVC are just outpacing Alvernia right now. They look phenomenal in this game. As I say, that Samus whiffs on that, but Bichettes is at least there to pick it back up. Samus just gets a bit of a rough 50. Val gonna be carrying it, and he's gonna be on target, but Frenchie manages to make his way back. Good angle from Frenchie to keep that one out of the net. And now LVC again are on the attack, but not for long as Lord Bubble gonna put that one away. Here comes Samus now. He's going to have a solo, but with 0 boost in the tank, he's not really going to be able to do much with it. He's now just going to have to wait for this touch out from Val. As Val getting pushed out of the way. A very aggressive game from both of these teams. They're both very heavily on top of each other, just trying to get control of not only the ball, but get control of the entire field as well. As Samus with a good play, almost gets the call up for the goal too, but he's not going to be in position. Now it's Thrift looking for the double off the backboard, not going to get there. Frenchie just going to be waiting for this one. Oh, comes down, but backflips. So Lord Bubble going to give Alvernia the game-tying goal. Bichettes going to miss flip, and Frenchie not going to be able to come off the backboard fast enough. And we have ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. These two teams are fighting, and in previous matchups, we've always seen these two bring a big fight, but that's going to be an open net. There are bumps onto Valence. Frenchie has a one-on-one with Bubble, but doesn't need to worry as he takes the second goal of the game, or second goal for LVC. He now has both goals and I believe 5 shots on target. Frenchie is out to take down Alvernia. As that's almost a kickoff goal for LVC. They want to keep stacking it onto this Alvernia roster. Alvernia need a response here. That's not going to help him. Frenchie just sending that to the backboard. And look at that. That's just going to pinch on in. Frenchie gets a hat trick in game number 1. And he is the man of the hour right now, as he just barely gets a slot in on that one. Thrift not going to get there. And LVC are showing why they belong. They are having a fantastic game right now. They will keep on going. As that's a misplay though. Val gonna just get a free one. Pokes it away from Frenchie on the counter. And there's gonna be no one back for that. Samus and Bichette's trying to get a field and just not going to be able to get back fast enough. LVC now not gonna have that 2-goal cushion. They're gonna have to make something else happen. And oh, Frenchie almost with a phenomenal read, a read of all reads, but it's not quite there. Or Bubble with a bit of an awkward touch, and now he's gonna double commit with Thrift there. Alvernia needs to be careful. They're 1 goal away. They don't want to make this even harder on themselves than it already is. Samus gonna be back in a bit of an awkward spot, managed to make that work. Now he's gonna get the pass from Frenchie. Thrift gonna miss, but Samus not in a position to capitalize. And now Thrift on the counter. Gonna have to leave it to Val. 1 goal game. Can still go either way. It's Frenchie out of boost. Gonna have to leave Samus to his own. Jets now off the backboard. Bubble coming in for the squishy, but comes in a bit too quickly. As look at that touch. That's going towards the LVC net. That'll be a shot from Bubble. Samus gets the save. He's got some boost to carry, but Thrift gonna challenge quickly. Pass downfield from Frenchie. Samus driving away from it. Now 45 seconds left. Alvernia need to get one on the board here if they want to see an OT. And Thrift just trying to lob it up to somebody on the Alvernia team, but it's not really much, as that pinch is going to give LVC so much space. 30 seconds left. Thrift trying to make something happen. Doesn't get anywhere. It goes back towards his own net. Samus contesting. Now LVC just need to take time off the clock here and even put a second one in if they can get to it. You don't need to take too many big risks if you are LVC. With just 10 seconds remaining, Alvernia are at least in scoring position here. Frenchie gets the reset and just takes a bit more time off the clock, looking for a bump onto Val. Not there. Val has a chance. Now with just 1 second left though, can they get to it? No. LVC gonna take game number 1. And it's a hat trick from Frenchie. That will give them game 1. And you can see 5 shots from Frenchie there, popping off. And the demo's pretty much silent that game. There was a lot of bumping going on, but not too much in the demo category. Regardless, a very close one, and that's always what you expect out of this Alvernia LVC series. They always are having very close matchups. And this one, certainly no stranger to that. 3-2 game 1, and LVC looking to close out this best of 3 and move on to best of 5s. Demo there early. 2 demos there already. The same amount as we saw in game 1 in that singular sequence alone. As LVC looking to put the pressure on, looking to force Alvernia into making plays. Ball though just currently floating in the midfield. Now finally getting towards one of these 2 halves. It's going to be the Alvernia one once again. LVC just putting some heavy touches on, trying to set up the boost starve and set up the shot. Although there's not a whole lot out of it. Thrift on the pass just puts it wide, sails the shot. Bichette's now with a pass down to Samus, stolen by Bubble. Now Alvernia on the attack. How much do they have though? They don't have a lot of boost to work with. They've got to be careful. They let this ball float too far past them. That's going to be a goal. And Bichette's now with a one-on-one, actually a two-on-one, as Samus is there, and he's going to redirect that one in. The two-on-one played to perfection by LVC. Bichette's forcing Thrift's hand, and Samus just waiting for it. As LVC will take a 1-0 lead in game number 2. They want to close the door on this Alvernia team. They want to send them packing. Frenchie here has a lot of space and a lot of boost. Gets a reset, doesn't need it. And look at this, Samus down to Frenchie, almost putting it in. That would have been a wild shot. And Thrift, with the possibility of taking a shot, just decides to launch it at the backboard. No one there for Alvernia. These big touches are really starting to cost Alvernia, not giving them any space to work with, not allowing them to take possession of the ball and really look for those infield passes that we've seen work for them so much. Whiff from Val, gonna leave the lane open for Thrift. Takes a shot, not gonna go, but Samus gonna whiff, and it's still a 0-1 scoreline here. Alvernia not able to get anything going offensively. They are just getting tossed out of the way on the defensive side, and offensively, they're just missing shots that they shouldn't be missing, that they can't be missing if they want to equalize this game. With 2:40 remaining, so far, it's just been looking like it's all LVC. Bichette's looking for the double, and that's an easy one for him, but he's not going to score. It'll get saved by Val. So at least still some life here for Alvernia. But they need to get something going here if they want to make this series competitive. If they want to see that game 3. It starts here. Thrift trying to carry it out. Gonna have to leave it to Lord Bubble, but he just hands that away. He just gives that to Frenchie, basically passing it to him. And now LVC are back on the attack. And here's an opportunity for Alvernia. Val gets bumped though. Val getting bumped out of the way. LVC buying themselves even more time to victory. But certainly you'd like to see at least an insurance goal come through. Bichette's not going to get the touch there, not going to have the angle. He's going to rotate away. Val gets contested by Sam, but that's going to go towards his net. That's going to go towards the LVC net. Almost leads to a goal. Again, though, LVC's defense standing tall. Thrift gets a bump in, and that's going to be a crucial one. Bubble with the entire net to shoot at. Finally going to get Alvernia on the board here. As the bump from Thrift ends up being the difference maker in that LVC in that Alvernia goal. Now Frenchie with a chance. Tries to get it out to Bichette. Lord Bubble to intercept. And now this is just handed to Bichette, or Frenchie takes a shot. Not gonna go. Bichette's just leading the way for Samus, and he clears it. Makes the lane wide open. Bichette with the assist. Can't quite get a touch, so he's just going to get Thrift out of the way. And with 1:04 left, 64 seconds on the clock, LVC again in prime position to close this one out. With 1 minute remaining, Alvernia need to get something going. Samus gets demoed. So LVC do need to be a bit careful on this attack. They don't have the resources, but Frenchie almost doing it all himself. Bichette's also getting a demo, so that's going to be a bit of an awkward rotation for Alvernia. Lord Bubble trying to make something happen, trying to give it to his teammate on a pinch. Doesn't go. Samus doesn't get the pinch off the wall. And now LVC just looking to stall, trying to take as much time out as they can. And is there anything left in the tank for Alvernia? Bichette gets demoed. Frenchie there, though, to rotate out. And actually, Bichette's got the demo. It looked like he got demoed. And now Samus going to get a goal. 2 goals ahead now for LVC. Samus able to slide that one in as Frenchie just charges at the net, gets a demo, and there is no one there to save it for Alvernia, and that will likely be all she wrote for Alvernia in this qualifier. And with just 5 seconds left, LVC are going to close this out. Fantastic work from the LVC team. They will be moving on to losers round 5 after taking that game 3-1. LVC now moving on. They will be taking on UC Red. They'll be taking on Cincinnati Red as they look to continue into the losers quarterfinal against SHU Saints. But we still have a little bit of time left before we get all the way over there. So we are going to actually just throw it to a quick little break here for about 2 or 3 minutes as we set up the stream for the next match, and then we'll be ready to kick things off here. LVC taking on Cincinnati. We'll be right back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're not quite into the game just yet, but we are soon about to be. LVC will be taking on Cincinnati Red as they look to move themselves into the losers quarterfinals. And on the other side of the bracket, we still have a little bit of time left before anything gets happening over there. Let's actually toss it real quick over to the bracket. As we see up here at the top of our screen, we have Fisher, who 3-0'd Siena Heights, and Nicholas College takes Game 5 over Harrisburg. They will take, you'll see there in the winner's final, Fisher and Nicholas College. The winner of that will get the winner's advantage in the grand finals. That'll take place around 4:45. It'll be a bit different, obviously, with how the times are working out, but as you can see on the bottom here, both teams are readied up on the platform here, so we should be ready to get into the series relatively soon. Up top, though, you can see Seton Hall takes the series over Mount Aloysius 2-1, and NIU is still in their series against IU. So very interesting stuff going on over there. On the other side, though, it would be Bearcats that took a 2-1 over Georgia Tech to make this round. But I believe we are now into the best of fives, if I remember correctly. So we should be seeing a longer series here now, as we are now loading into the game. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, the Cincinnati logo is black and the background is black there, so you're not going to see the logo. I apologize to any Cincinnati fans in our chat if they happen to be in here, but that's just how it is. So we are now getting into it, though. Samus trying to lob it up there to Bichette's, not able to get it there. As Frenchie going to give it back to him, and now Bichette's going to get his touch as it heads down to the Cincinnati corner. It's a bit of an awkward spot for Cincinnati. They do manage to clear it away. As Frick trying to battle Samus in the net, and it's going to be Samus that sends it away. Demo comes in for Frenchie, and Bichette's off the ceiling trying to get down, but the timing not quite there. Frenchie, though, going to get his shot at it, and look at that play from Frenchie, and gets the demo on the player in net. Fantastic work from Frenchie. Samus going to give him the lob, has a one-on-one, wins that, and gets the demo just to make sure. Fantastic work from Frenchie, and he has been a star so far this season. We have been seeing him have the time of his life in some of these games. As the demo comes in from Barry on to Samus. Ball flying towards the net, and he spawns up just in time to get that boom clear out. Frenchie going to send it over to Bichette's. Not much there. Samus now sending it over. He looks to get a shot on net. Just going to have to send it to the corner. Frenchie gets a demo. Now Bichette's over to Frenchie, trying to get that to fall center, but not quite there. Frenchie, though, doing a great job being the aggressor of this LVC team, forcing Cincinnati to make plays around him. As Frick finally getting it down to the LVC corner. Feels like a minute since we've been down here, but again, we're not there for very long. LVC getting it out of their half. Frenchie shot on target. Bichette's trying to clean it up, but not quite there. Here comes Samus now, trying to make a play, trying to give his teammates some time. And look at this, triple commit from Cincy. They managed to get back, but Bichette's can't get it to the midfield in time for the shot. That was scary there, though, for a second or so on the side of Cincinnati. It's going to be tossed down. Samus sending it over once more. Frenchie looking to make something of it. And Bichette's gets the dunk on to one of the Cincinnati players, and that is a 2-0 scoreline for LVC. And look at this effort from Bichette's, making sure that one goes the distance. And LVC with a commanding 2-0 lead now in game one. They're looking to set the tone after taking down Alvernia. And that's a shot on from Cincinnati not going to go. As now LVC again with another opportunity. They're looking to make the most of it. But Cincinnati still fighting, still have some life. 2 minutes left, 2.5 almost minutes left in this game. So there's still time for Cincinnati to come back, but they're going to need something here, and they're going to need something now, as LVC are just not allowing it. Samus again launching it downfield. Frenchie almost had a nasty redirect there a little bit ago. Not going to go his way. Frenchie, though, not able to make up for it. Samus gonna get demoed. As Sai trying to clear it, but he doesn't have a lot of boost to work with. He's down to 3 now. He's got to rotate out. Pass off the backboard to the midfield. Frenchie not able to get there, but still a lot of control for LVC. They have a 2-0 lead, and they have... Oh, I forgot to reset the series. I'm just now realizing that. Apologies for the scoreboard mix-up there. I don't know how I didn't see that until just now, but there you go. Game 1 in this series. LVC looking to start out 1-0. As there's really been no offense for Cincinnati, and Samus might be able to beat Barry to it, and he does. That is 3 on the board for LVC in Game 1. They are looking very, very strong here. And I believe if they win this, they end up taking the spot for the furthest an LVC team has gone in these CRL qualifiers. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. Cincinnati gonna need some momentum going into the game 2. They currently have had basically no offense to speak of. Frenchie gonna poke that one away. Now he's gonna give LVC a chance to put a 4th on the board. Samus off the backboard. That's gonna be a bit of an awkward spot, but you see making it work. As now Frenchie coming on forward, nothing there. Trying to make a play, but didn't really have anything to work with. This is certainly gonna be an LVC Game 1, and Cincinnati need to step up the pace a little bit. They've just been getting outplayed by LVC, getting outmaneuvered by LVC here in game number 1. There's not much Cincinnati's been able to do. LVC has been outpacing them every step of the way, not giving them any opportunities to even get near the net. This is really the first true opportunity for Cincinnati, and it's coming at the end of game 1 where it's pretty much over already. Sai gonna lob one on, and finally Cincinnati getting on the board. That'll at least be good momentum going into game number 2. And as I had said, this is a best of 5. So there at least is some time going. They can at least make something happen here in game 1, but there's really not much to speak of. Now with no time left on the clock, the double not going to go through for Cincinnati as LVC take game number 1. That is a very tough one for Cincinnati. It wouldn't have mattered really, but still would have been nice to go in for them. And you can see 6 shots alone from Frenchie and 5 from Bichettes. LVC with a dominant game number 1 despite the somewhat low scoreline. They are now with a 1-0 lead here. And now heading into game number 2, LVC looking to put themselves on series point. It'll be Samus starting off hot, or starting off, I should say, but doesn't really get anything out of it. Barry out of the corner, gonna get some bumps. Samus has to make up some space, but Cincinnati are playing a bit slower. Frenchie not gonna get there. Bichette's having to make up some space for LVC. Does that. Frick with just a lob here. Sai maybe not getting the touch he wanted. Barry with the 50 though. And that gets a bit sketchy for LVC. They're gonna clear it away. And now Frenchie on the attack. And look at this. This is sent right to Bichette's way. Ends up putting it a bit left. LVC gonna have to find a different way to score here. As Barry carrying it through. Can he get to Bichettes? And Bichettes does get the save. Samus with a fantastic save too. So the game will remain scoreless. LVC looking to make a statement here, though. Bichette's getting a good bump. That's going to leave Frenchie in for a shot, but somehow, that was Frick making his way back. Now Samus with an opportunity on a solo. Going to get contested by Barry. Just looking much more even here in game 2 compared to what we saw in game 1. And a shot doesn't quite connect. The opportunity was there, but the capitalization was not. But Cincinnati having a lot more possession here in game 2. They are looking like a much better team. Looks like they've learned from their mistakes in game 1. And they want to make LVC pay for what they've done. Bichette's with 0 boost, just trying to make something happen. At least gives his teammates time to get adjusted for the defensive hold. 2 minutes into the game and still not a score on the board, but that's going to change here. Barry slamming it home off the pass and the bumps from Frick. Great work from Cincinnati. They come in with a new game plan, and it's going to give them a shot. And this again is heading towards the LVC corner. Sai looking to make a play, but Bichette's is at least in the corner. It's a bit awkward though. Frenchie looking for a pinch there with Bichette's. Gonna have to go for a 50. Samus almost gets that out to the backboard. Now he's gonna have to rely on his teammates. Is there anything here that they can do for him? And bumping him into it is going to give him at least something to work with. Barry gets tossed out of the way. 2:25 remaining. So far, this has looked much different as another goal going to go in for Sai. The backflip not going to work for Samus there, as the ball just barely misses his car. We don't really get to see that again, but actually it had the orange streak, so it may have counted as an own goal there for Samus. Either way, now a 2-0 lead, and LVC need to get something here if they want to keep themselves alive in this game. They are at least up a game, and it is a best of 5 now, so there's a bit more room for error. Samus pushed up a bit too far. Gonna have to work a bit more for this possession. It's buried from the top rope, not gonna connect. Samus with 0 boost, can't do a whole lot with this ball. But Frenchie can almost put the shot in. Now Bichette's looking for the one-on-one with Frick, not there. Now LVC are starting to attack. They're starting to put shots on. Samus looking for a bump, not there. Barry launches it outwards. So that's going to be a clear. Going to buy more time for Cincinnati to gain control. Make LVC have to work even quicker for their goals if they want to take this to an OT or even win it in regulation. There's really not a lot of time to work with now. LVC need to get going. And now look at this. Ball floating in the midfield. Frick just trying to put something on target or just anything near the net. And this one's going to get poked away. Barry going to put it as a third. They may very well take this game from LVC. They look much better in game number 2. It was a 3-1 in game 1 for LVC, and now a 3-0 for Cincinnati in game 2. It's looking like we may have a battle on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. This is sure to be a good one. The winner of this will be taking on Siena Heights Saints. I believe it's Siena Heights. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it's Siena Heights. As the demo comes in, Frenchie gonna take that one. And again, a pass to Barry. Shot is there. No one in net. 4-0. And Barry going to put that one through. 4-0. And Cincinnati just running away with game number 2. A pivotal game 3 will be coming up. This game 3 could decide who takes the series. As with just 10 seconds left, Cincinnati looking to put a 5th on the board, shutting down LVC in game 2. After what looked very solid from Lebanon Valley, Cincinnati make up for it. Now the ball just needs to touch the ground. As LVC just trying to put something in, but that will hit the ground, and now we are tied at 1 apiece. LVC need to find a way to come back into this one. All Cincinnati from the jump. As about 2 minutes in is when the scoring started, and Cincinnati never looked back. Only 3 shots from LVC in that game. 8 from Cincinnati. Great work to bounce back after that 3-1 loss to put 4 and shut out LVC 2. Who will take game number 3? This one, a very pivotal one in this series, as the winner of this could very well go on to win game 4 and send themselves into the losers quarterfinal. What does LVC have in them? It's been a long day of Rocket League for both of these squads. Who will make it up? So now Bichette's sending it away. In game number 3, pivotal. Frenchie looking downfield for bumps. Sam is going to have to come up out of that third, and he's going to put it in. Top right corner, LVC getting aggressive early, and the play call is going to pay off. Bichette's forcing Sai to jump there, make a decision, and Samus going to capitalize off of it. LVC continue to fight here. Demo comes in. Barry gonna get that one on to Frenchie. Samus though, gonna send it away. Bichette's in net. Does have an open lane. Takes that to Samus. Now looking for a solo, looking for the read. Almost gets there. Sai though does control it. Bichette takes the 50. Now Frick looking for a redirect. That's gonna go straight up into the corner. Frenchie trying to carry that one out. Doesn't really have the best angle. And now a double from LVC. They have to be careful here. Samus and Bichette's looking to make a play, looking to just send that clear out. But that double almost goes through. Barry almost putting another one on the board for Cincinnati. Now Sai the one picking it up. Barry gets bumped. So this will give an open touch to Frenchie, who at least keeps it away from Cincy for the moment. Now pass in. Frenchie to Bichette's. Bichette's on the double. Almost hits it. Samus with the follow. Doesn't go. 2 saves in. Frick going to keep UC only down by 1. And now here comes Cincy on the attack. Frenchie with a great save. Some phenomenal defense being played from both of these teams in the offense. About the same. Here comes Sai. Here comes Sai on the double. Bichette's though clears it out. And now LVC have another opportunity. Can they capitalize? No. Frick gonna look to send this one out mid. Has to beat Frenchie, and he's not able to. Sai trying to make something happen, but Frenchie again, the aggressor on this LVC team, just putting the pressure on, forcing Cincinnati to make errant plays. And it's so far working out. Demo onto the player in net. Can Bichette get there? And he does, but the shot goes wide. Frick getting the clear. And now LVC have to send this away once more. Here comes LVC. Frenchie just lightly puts one on, but it hits the top crossbar. Bichette though with the follow through. 2-0, and LVC are starting to get their groove. Shot from Frenchie doesn't go, but Bichette's there to clean it up. All 3 players are there from Cincinnati, not a single one in position to block it. LVC looking to make a statement here in round number 5. Again, LVC already back on the attack, basically off the kickoff. Cincinnati, though, now looking to respond. Samus, again, just clearing it out, looking for the double. Has the read, but not quite the angle. This is going to be handed right to Bichettes. Frick looking for a double, not going to be able to get there. Barry trying to bump Frenchie, but Frenchie still getting a touch. It's just enough, though. Frick going to put one on the board for Cincinnati, as they are still fighting in this game. A minute and a half, 96 seconds left for Cincinnati to come back and try to send this to OT. Keep LVC away from match point. Frenchie going to take this one from Bichettes. Now he's going to get this one down to Frenchie. Almost able to send that one at net. But it'll have to be a bit more of a complex play than that. Side trying to send it away. Just hands it right to Frenchie there. He's not going to take the reset, though. He didn't really have... I don't know if he had boost to work with there. Samus going to 50 that one across. Now 60 seconds. Can LVC hold? Can they take the 2-1 lead? Sai trying to get Barry in position to shoot, and he does. The shot not going to go. Now Sai with a chance, but he gets stuffed. Barry has 0 boost here on the back wall. Trying to send it to Sai. And now LVC just need to get back. And that's going to be Frenchie. The one here you want in these types of situations to be back. Now Sam is handing it up to Frenchie. Can he get a play? No. Barry looking for a redirect. Not quite there. Hits off the ceiling, but not far enough down. Now LVC may be able to just take this game away. It's been a very close one the entire time. Sai trying to get a redirect. Not there. But here comes Frick. He has a chance. He has a chance for Cincinnati. Gonna hand it out to Barry, but he's gonna sail it left. And now LVC just needs to let this ball hit the ground, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. LVC going to win game number 3, take a 2-1 series lead. And the stats all but even there outside of the score. 6 shots from Cincinnati, 5 from LVC. 2 demos from LVC, 1 from Cincy. A very even match series here between these two. And now LVC will go to game point as we head into game number 4, or series point as we head into game number 4. Looking to close it out here, and this may be an early opportunity. Bichettes tries to sneak it past, but Barry going to be wise to it. Looks for the pinch, sent away. Now Frenchie with a chance, tossing it downfield. Sai trying to keep it away. As Samus again looking to make a play, gets it around 1, but Frick is patient. Demo comes in onto Barry. Demo comes in onto Frenchie. Samus can't get the touch. So it'll be 0-0 still for now. Frenchie managed to stretch out for that save. And we go again. Look at this. Frenchie all the way mid to Bichettes, but Barry reads the pass. Now Frick downfield. Off the corner. And that's almost a dunk from Sai. Can't quite muscle his way in, though. But Demo comes in from Frenchie again. As Bichettes trying to send it over to his teammates. Gonna have to take it up the corner. And he's here. Almost gets that off the ceiling. Look at the shot, not quite there, but Barry tosses one in off the rebound, and it's 1-0 Cincinnati. They won a game 5. Samus not going to be able to get to that ball on the left corner fast enough, and it'll be a 1-0 scoreline for Cincinnati here. Demo comes in from Frenchie again, this time onto Barry. Reset is there for Sai. Does get demoed, and now LVC have some clearance. Bichettes trying to rotate back to that third. He's gonna have to come out of net here. Samus with one boost. Can he make a play? Frenchie gets enough onto it. And now he's going to look to have it be a solo play. He's going to call his own number off the backboard. Now down to Bichettes, down to Samus. Shot not going to go. The idea was there, but the execution not quite. Demo in from Barry, this time on to Samus. LVC on the back foot right now. They do have that 2-1 lead in the series, though. Looking to close it out. They're going to need 2 at minimum. They want it. LVC again looking for those opening lanes. There's not been as many openings as we've seen in the past couple. Not a lot LVC has been able to do here against Cincinnati, at least in game number 4. That's a shot almost from Sai. Not there. Another shot, though, coming in from Frick. Not going to fly in, though. Won't quite have the spin. Sai again, though, on the attack. Trying to send it down to Barry. Gets a bump. Not going to go. Cincinnati, though, with an onslaught of pressure. Finally, it'll lead to a goal. As Cincinnati now 2-0 lead, a minute 53 left. And it was just constant presence from Cincinnati on that one. Surely, you know it would eventually have to lead to a goal. Frenchie now looking to send it down. No one there. Looking at 50 out of in, and Frenchie's going to do just that. So LVC very quickly responding, still only down by 1. That's exactly what you want to see if you're a fan of Lebanon Valley. A very solid 50, and that's going to float right on in. But this is another opportunity for Cincinnati. Frick, and he's going to put it through. The 1-on-2 going to go the way of Cincinnati. Frenchie not able to get the first touch on the ball, and that's going to be costly. That double on the kickoff not going to work out. So we're basically back to square one. Just with a different score. Look at this. Frick going to put on another. Cincinnati figuring it out once more. As LVC starting to struggle here in this series. They are still up 2-1, so we'll have the game 5 to decide it if it goes that far. But LVC, we need a phenomenal comeback to steal this one away from Cincinnati. Sai, again, with an opportunity. Not able to dunk it, so Bichette's going to carry it out. 2-on-1, now 1-on-1. Demo comes through. Frick plays it perfectly. The patience is there. Very smart play from Frick. Going to take that away from Bichette's. Now a double to the center of the net. Sai just getting anyone out of the way. Barry going to slam it home. And certainly we will see ourselves a game 5 here, as Cincinnati are rolling in game 4. Demos again coming through. It's been a lot more demo heavy this time around, but it has not worked for LVC. And that's going to be an own goal. Sam is going to get credited for that, but that's just a bit of an unfortunate touch from the side of Cincinnati. Sam is just lightly putting that one towards net. Barry going to end up running into Frick there, and they're going to combine for that own goal. I'm not sure how much that means in the grand scheme of things, but if LVC somehow managed to put 3 on in the next 40, then it'll be a bit more meaningful. Sai again wasting time. Frick launching it at the net, and Frick is going to get that goal. So the own goal comes right back. And now it's just a dominant game from Cincinnati. LVC need to lock in for this Game 5 if they want to take the series and continue on in this bracket. Frick just wasting time with just 20 seconds left. This is all Cincinnati. As LVC just trying to get something else on the board. Make it look a bit more respectable, and that's not what they were looking for. That's going to be another own goal. But this time from LVC. As Frenchie just slams that one to the top crossbar. 7-2. A dominant game from Cincinnati. Heading into Game 5. That's going to be some very good momentum. As now we are into Game 5 territory, ladies and gentlemen. A pivotal Game 5. The winner of this series moving on to play in the next round. Losers quarterfinals against SHU Saints. We are sure to have a banger here in Game 5. As you can see the stat sheet there. In Game 4, it was just all Cincinnati, not any bit close. You can see there in those stats, just dominant from them. But now, it is Game 5. Nothing else in this series matters to this point. Whoever wins this is what matters. And it's almost a double early on. Frick now with control. Here comes LVC, though, on the counter. It's a bit awkward from both teams here to start this off. They're going to have to be careful. You don't want to give up something early in Game 5. Frick going to be going down, but Sai with a weird touch, a back touch here from Sai. Going to give LVC an opportunity to attack. Almost a goal from Bichettes. But almost doesn't count. Doesn't mean anything in Game 5. Frenchie looking for the reset. Does get to it, but Sai again with a block. He's going to go all the way down to the LVC half to Demo Samus. As he's going to get the lob. Not going to connect. It's going to be Frick, but he gets bumped out of the way. LVC staying alive. That is just such a crucial bump there. I would assume that that was Frenchie flying in from all the way in the other half, giving LVC, or keeping the game scoreless, giving LVC some life here. As Frick looks for another shot that gets blocked by Frenchie. He is all over the field, trying to give LVC a chance to survive in this series. Demo in from Frenchie. He's going to have to come in off the backboard, just get anything on the ball, and he does. Bichette's in a very awkward spot. Gonna have to leave it to Samus and Frenchie to keep it out. LVC need to get control. They need to slow this down a little bit. They need to gain possession somewhere. They're just allowing Cincinnati to walk all over them right now. While it is 0-0, it will not stay that way for very long. They allow Cincinnati to get a bit of momentum here. Bichettes finally getting it downfield. Frick is again there. Frenchie. Finally, LVC maybe getting some control. Maybe having a chance to put something on offensively. There's be booms back and forth. Big touches either way. Now finally, LVC with a shot. Not going to go. Bichette's putting it on. Frick, though, in the bottom corner is there. He will get the save and keep this one at zeros. A much tenser game than what we've seen before. Barry all the way downfield. Bichette's not going to be able to get it off the wall. Frick down to side, blocked by Frenchie. And now he's looking for a lob somewhere downfield. But no one from LVC can get there. Frenchie trying to make a play. Gonna have to give his teammates some time. Off the ceiling, Barry. He's gonna have to hand that one over to Bichette's. Now Frenchie, one-on-one side, is gonna beat him to the ball. Samus clears it away. Now downfield, LVC looking to put the first on the board. Nothing there. But LVC now starting to gain some momentum, starting to get some pressure, and Samus going to put it through. The speed on Samus there to get back to the ball. And that's one you surely are going to want back if you're Psy. Somehow, LVC have taken a lead in this game. Shet's a bit awkward. Now Psy looking for the double. Not going to get there. Samus on the wall. And a shot comes through. Bottom left. Not good. Just a bit off. Samus with 0 boost here. Just trying to make a play. Trying to stall for some time for his teammates. Does grab that mid pad for 100. Now Bichette's out of boost though. He's going to have to grab this back left. Frenchie not going to get there to the ball. Samus gets demoed, but he managed to get the touch a millisecond before he gets demoed. And LVC holding onto a lead, but not a very strong one. As a demo comes in onto Samus. Cincinnati might have an opening. Contention is here. Frenchie down to Bichette, not there. If LVC can keep it onto this half though, they will be surely good. But that's a huge bump in the net. Doesn't matter. The recovery time is huge for LVC. Now just 30 seconds. Make that 20. Off the backboard, can LVC put in a second? Can they get some insurance? No, not just yet. But with time running out, Cincinnati, they need something. They're down by 1. They need something on their side. And Bichette almost puts that through. 5 left on the clock. Time counting away. Cincinnati cannot let this hit the ground. And Samus gonna keep it away. Here comes Frick though. Possibility for overtime. Is the bump, are the bumps there? No, Cincinnati going to fall. LVC taking game number 5 in a very close series. A look at the stats, and I mean, it doesn't get much closer than that. LVC taking that over Cincinnati in game 5, a thrilling one there. They will move on to play Siena Heights in the losers quarterfinal. I read the bracket so wrong there. Fisher, by the way, on the other end, has taken a series over Nicholas College 3-2, and it will be the winners of the losers bracket will go on to play Fisher in the grand finals, but it'll be LVC Siena Heights to take on the winner of the Harrisburg Seton Hall /IU series. We will have a tiny break, about 5 roughly minutes to get the stream set up. So we will be back in just a little bit as LVC gears up to take on Siena Heights in the losers quarterfinal of the first CRL qualifier. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we're getting right into it here as LVC taking on Siena Heights in the losers quarterfinals of the CRL Eastern Qualifiers. And this is the furthest an LVC team has gone, but they are tied with last year's roster in the fall and I think the spring. And anyways, if LVC win this, they make history, at least for LVC history, where they will have the furthest a team has gone in the CRL qualifiers. But let's get into it. Game number one. LVC looking like they have some pace early. Z trying to get something going. Siena Heights, though, have just been kind of bottlenecked to start this one out. They're just trying to get big touches to get that one out of their half, and finally, they might have some control here. As a shot rips on target, Bob gonna put the first one back for Siena Heights. And Siena Heights gonna go up 1-0 despite the early aggression from LVC. Demo comes in from Frenchie. And now another demo from Frenchie. Samus now looking to toss it to Frenchie himself, but it'll get 50'd, so there's still time for Siena Heights to get back. But that's gonna be a whiff from Bob. Still though, LVC have control. Looking to put one on the board, looking to equalize. Samus on target, but Ben managed to make his way back. Now Z carrying it forward for Siena Heights. Getting some 50s on the way there. Bob 50ing it to the LVC corner. Siena Heights looking to pile it on, but LVC are fighting. Bob again launching it downfield. As this one's gonna float right down to Bob, but he's going to have to find a different way to get to it as LVC is sending it away. Look at how fast LVC is playing. Samus and Bichette's already all the way upfield. Frenchie in the third. Trying to hit this one to Bichette's not there. Now Ben has a chance to shoot this one. Samus just barely managing to get back fast enough. We have a very fast game early on. I say early on, but we're over halfway into it. And that's a shot on target. Frenchie, though, managed to barely get back. Ben gets a demo. Z over to Bob, not gonna go. Z with no boost, trying to get back to his net to cover, but it'll be Ben at least giving them some time. And Bob just gonna walk this one in though. Siena Heights now 2-0 up. Z playing the 2v1, gonna let Bob go in and score. Game one, it's looking all Siena Heights. As that shot from Ben gonna go right over the top and now make that three. Siena Heights are starting to roll here in this series. I should say in this game. Trying to start off on this kickoff hot, but it's going to be Ben taking a shot for SHU. Bichette's, though, gets the save. Now Samus out mid, but he's going to get stuffed. Bob is there. Ben down to Z, down back to Bob. Shot on Bichette's, though, with a fantastic save. Now down to Samus off the backboard. Can he get there? Can he get the redirect on? He does get it on target, but it will float away. Ben now on the counter. Trying to get it off the backboard, not there. LVC again to counter. It's 3-0. And LVC have not had much offense outside of the first 30 seconds. They may be able to get some here though. Can they find something? Can they at least get on the board? Getting shut out to start a series is not ideal for any team. That's gonna get 50'd out. Samus not really getting much off of that. Frenchie trying to get across, and he does. Bichette launching it downfield. May have to take this one with Z. Now Frenchie on the turn, has to cut. Can at least take Z out of the picture for now. Samus gets the reset, doesn't use it. Bob not going to get the redirect. This one's looking all but done though for LVC. Sienna Heights coming out strong in game number 1. Looking to bury LVC as quickly as they can. It's just 30 seconds left. Bob gonna put another one on the board. And LVC are gonna start this series down by 1-0 in what was a very decisive game for Sienna Heights. As they are just marching through 4-0 game 1. Z looking to make it 5, doesn't get there. So far, tough going for LVC in this round, in this losers quarterfinal. LVC looking to put one on the board towards the end of this game. They're going to keep this up and maybe try to get something. Actually just going towards their net though, as it will fall. And Sienna Heights, a commanding 4-0 game 1. They are looking ready to take this one over LVC, but they have a lot more to go. It is a 5 demo game for LVC and 6 for the side of Sienna Heights, but 7 total shots from Ben. Only one of them going through, but still 7 shots by himself. That's more than all of LVC combined. You can see just how much pressure Sienna Heights is putting on that LVC defense. And there is only so much that they could do. As we get ready to load into game number 2, LVC looking to bounce back here. Can LVC do it? Can they make this a 1-1 heading into game 3 and make it another pivotal game 3? Or will Sienna Heights put themselves on series point in this one? Let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 2. We are kicking off. Samus going to get the first possession of game 2, looking to fake out one. Does, but doesn't get it past Z. As Samus just putting it in reverse. Gonna leave it to Bob. Frenchie is here though, has the 50. And again, Samus gonna have the backflip into that one. He has some boost to work with, but Frenchie poking it out off the backboard. Is there anyone there for LVC? No, it'll be Z the one to get to the ball first. Ben looking to carry this out. LVC, again, early on, they're putting a fair amount of shots down. They're getting a lot of pressure early, but they need to be able to capitalize off of it this time around. Samus is going to do just that. 1-0 for LVC. Frenchie getting a pass out over to Samus. He's going to get that one just quick enough to put that one on target and not have to worry about contention. As the double demo comes through, Bichette's in the air trying to get the read off of Ben. Not going to do that. Z hands it down to Bob, and Bob going to put it 1-1. The pass is quick and efficient from Sienna Heights. Z down to Bob. Frenchie not there off the back wall. And just as quickly as they go up, they're equalized once again. Frenchie now off the wall, off the kickoff. Looks for the reset. Doesn't quite get what he wants. Gonna have to leave it to Samus. As Ben gets a boom. This one bumps down all the way to mid. Bichette gets demoed. Off the ceiling, here comes Z. Not gonna use the flip, just gonna keep it in play. Now Ben, looking for the double, doesn't even need it. Doesn't even hit the backboard. Ben gonna put Sienna Heights in the lead. Chet's on the back wall, Gonna end up, I believe he clipped the top right corner there. That's gonna cost him the goal. That's gonna cost him the save. It is a 2-1 scoreline for Siena Heights. Ben down and looking to put it at 3, not able to. And here comes Z, all the way up top. Not gonna be able to do a whole lot. Samus needs to get back here, and is he going to? But Bichette will. He makes sure that is not going through. Somehow gets the save. Tries to get it to Samus, but no good. And LVC have squandered a possible goal. Frenchie sending it out mid. No one home for LVC. It's going to be all Siena Heights players. As Samus just lobs one at net. Tries to catch Bob off guard, but he's aware. Demo comes in. Bichette's not going to have boost to get an aerial going. Samus will hit it down to Frenchie. Bit of a mistouch. Puts it a bit far ahead of him. Now Samus in net. Gets a clear to go down. Has 0 boost. Needs to just rotate out. Bichette's trying to make a play, but again, just putting it a bit too far ahead of him. It's going to allow Siena Heights to keep poking this ball away. They only have a 1-goal lead, though, so if the LVC can at least equalize, they can, at minimum, force an OT. As this one goes to the backboard, but it's not even going to reach it. Samus cuts in. Not going to get a good touch, though. Now Z down to Bob. Bob's shot is blocked by Bichette, stuffed before it can go off. Ben looking to clear it out. Not going to get there. As Samus, again, passing it down. No one home. As that pass from Frenchie is just a bit too fast. It'll fly right past Samus. Now Bichette has to be careful. As now Frenchie almost misreads that one. Ben putting it towards net. Again, though, they are just kind of stalling for time here. There's not a lot left. LVC still need to equalize, and that's going to be make it much tougher. Ben puts it through. Siena Heights up 3-1. They're looking to shut down LVC. 50 seconds remain. There's not a whole lot going the way of Lebanon Valley at this current moment. Goes off the backboard, and shot goes through, though. LVC still fighting, still have life in this. Pass there from Frenchie. Gonna work out. Ben not able to close in time. And this is still a game. LVC looking to make it happen. Z trying to carry it out. Now Bichette's not going to get the touch. Samus is there, though. Almost puts that one through on his own. He's just going to keep contesting. Bob, though, looking to make a play. Not going to get there. Z out mid. Bob with a big demo. Going to give an LVC a bit more possession. Frenchie trying to get back. The 50 going to go Samus's way. We may have ourselves an overtime here. Unless Siena Heights can score on this possession. Ben with the reset gets contested. Frenchie going to send that one away. And actually, I forgot they were down by 2, so Siena Heights going to take game 2. I forgot I miscounted. As LVC going to fall down to 2-0. 1 game away from getting knocked out of the CRL qualifiers for week 1. About equal in the shot department, and about as close as you really can get. The same amount of demos, even the same amount of saves, but it'll be Siena Heights just sneaking 1 extra through. As now LVC is down 2-0. On the brink of getting swept here. LVC need to get something going if they want to take this series, if they want to continue on. But at the current moment, it's not looking great. LVC on the back foot right now, backs against the wall. Can they pull through? Or will Siena Heights close it out here? Demo comes in from Frenchie onto Bob. That's going to be a long ball from Siena Heights. Now they have it centered. Z's going to get demoed. Bob going to get demoed. LVC cleared out for now. Give it away. Here comes Siena Heights again. Can they get something there? They're getting awfully close, but still just a fight. As Ben just launching that one at net. Bichette's trying to get some saves, but Z gonna end up putting it on the board. So already an early goal from Siena Heights. 43 seconds in, and Siena Heights are continuing to establish themselves. They want to be known as the better team here. LVC need to get something on the board. It has not been a great series for them. And Bob gonna make that much tougher, the reset. Now a 2-0 for Siena Heights. And they are just looking to shut this one down. LVC are running out of steam here. So Samus almost has an opportunity early there, or early after the kickoff there. Z though, just continuing to just keep it away from LVC. Frenchie with possession, doesn't go for the reset. Now Bichette's just trying to lob it out mid. Bob gonna contest. Now Siena Heights have another chance. Bob gets 50'd out though. Samus trying to get something. Frenchie gonna send it to Bichette. Gets there, but gets contested. And LVC, not a lot going for them right now. As the demo comes through, Bob sending it down at the net. Samus at least gets the save. But with 3 minutes remaining, LVC are not in a great spot. Samus, that's a really rough whiff. That's kind of what you've been seeing here as of late, the past couple of games, and that's really telling the story of how this series has gone. Demo gets put onto Samus. Bob now looking to send it mid. Samus will at least spawn up on it. But LVC still not really much offense to speak of here in this game, in this series as a whole. As finally a goal almost gets put through for Samus. We'll have to go a different way though. As Samus just tosses it towards his net. Gonna look for a coast to coast here. Has the chance to dribble, and he's gonna try to take it. Gets the bump onto Bob. Bichette can just walk this one in, and LVC have life once again. But will it be similar to last game? Will it be too little too late? Or can LVC make something happen this time around? Samus managed to carry it out, and Bichette gets behind the defense. They still need another goal though. If they want to take this game off of Siena Heights. Frenchie gets bumped there from Z. Trying to give Samus some room. And Z gonna get Ben gonna get the bump, give it to Z. And again, Siena Heights extending their lead. They are looking to shut this one out, shut this one down. LVC have not had an answer for this attack of Siena Heights. The aggression, the bumps, the demos in net have been beautiful from Siena Heights so far in this series. That's why they have such a lead right now. That's why they're up 2-0, and that's why they're up 3-1 in this game. In prime position to close it out. With just 90 seconds on the clock, there's not really a lot LVC has done. They're going to need to bring everything they have if they want to come back, and that's where it starts. Bichette's putting one on the board. Now 3-2. Can LVC get the third this time? Or will it be similar to game 2, where they weren't able to convert it? And off the ceiling, Samus gonna look to make a play. Frenchie with a bump. Or sorry, yeah, Frenchie with a bump. Not much there, and that's gonna roll into the LVC net. No one back. And Siena Heights continuing to keep their lead going. Frenchie not gonna get there. Actually, I think he does, and it just ends up being a back touch off the 50. And Siena Heights may just put this one away. It's gonna be put out mid, 1 minute left. LVC need 2 to send it to OT. 2 to stay alive. And that's all while allowing 0. Chet's off the backboard. No one there to receive the pass, though. And this is going to give Ben some rain. This might even give him a chance to shoot, and he takes it. Ben puts it at 5. And that may be the dagger in this series. Just 42 seconds remaining. There may not be much that LVC can do now. As they look to try and get something on the board, they're going to have to start scrambling for goals. Not a whole lot of time left on the clock. They're going to have to make this fast. That's one towards net, but Bob going to save it. So LVC not in prime position, and in fact, just 15 seconds left. This is going to be a 3-0 for Siena Heights. They may even put another on, and they do. Z gonna put the exclamation point on this series. That's gonna be all she wrote. LVC gonna fall in losers round 6, or losers quarterfinals to Siena Heights. They will have to come back next week and give another crack at it to see if they can make themselves in a CRL team for the fall. But it's going to be a long road once again, as the ball will fall. Siena Heights will take a 3-0 as the match will come to a close, and as the day for LVC will come to a close. You can see in the stats there, just all Siena Heights. And now to take a look at the bracket while we're here. Let's get a quick refresh of the page to make sure everything is in fact updated. As Harrisburg taking on IU right now for a spot in that loser semifinal against Siena Heights. We'll see how that one goes out, but that is going to do it here for us tonight, or today. Next week, LVC will have more qualifiers for CRL, but that will end it for us tonight, or today, I guess. It is only 3 o'clock. Tomorrow, we will see LVC Rocket League back in action again. They will be taking on Ozarks Technical Community College in their first match of the NACE season. They were placed in the NACE East 4 division. They will be taking on Ozarks Technical Community College in what's sure to be a good matchup to start off the week. But that's not all. We'll also have Valorant kicking off their NECC debut, or kicking off their NECC campaign for the fall, and that has not been announced quite yet. So be sure to look out for our social media posts tomorrow on Twitter and Instagram, on Twitter at LVC_esports on Twitter and on Instagram, to see when we're posting, or to see who we're playing and when we're playing. Rocket League will take their match at 7 p.m., but Valorant is undecided at the moment, as they are not currently placed in a division. That will come out later tonight. But that will be it for us tonight. We hope you all enjoyed the long day here we had, about 3.5 hours of streaming for the Rocket League team in their CRL qualifiers. We will catch you guys here tomorrow night with more Rocket League action and more Valorant action as they look to take on NACE and NECC respectively. We will catch you guys all next week. Or we will catch you guys all tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow night.